On this episode of Warehouse Safety Tips, we're going to discuss the meaning of safety tape colors in the workplace, so stay tuned. Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. You can find the show notes to each episode, links to information mentioned on the podcast, the social media platforms we're on, and anything else related to the podcast at warehousesafetytips.com. If you're a seasoned podcast listener, this podcast is going to be different from most that you listen to. It's based entirely around exactly what the name implies, warehouse safety tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money and each episode is going to be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the podcast. When it comes to colors in the workplace, because we use them in everything from traffic lights and signs to numerous other uses, two colors are going to be most universal. Those two colors are red and yellow. We'll go over the specific uses for each of these and the other colors, but since they do vary in some cases from location to location, the examples that we're going to use come from one of our sponsors, Mighty Line. You're going to be hearing about them later in the podcast. And with that said, let's get to the colors. We're going to start with two of the most used colors in the workplace, and that's yellow and red. As mentioned above, these are two of the most universal colors around. From the time you can read and recognize colors, you know that yellow means caution and red means stop. And it's really no different in the workplace. When it comes to safety, yellow means you should exercise caution due to pedestrian walkways or aisleways. And red means safety or emergency ways and or not blocking fire extinguishers. The color white signifies production equipment such as machines, carts, and incoming racks. The color green signifies safety-related equipment or raw material areas and maybe even the eye wash or spillage showers. The color blue signifies work-in-progress areas or equipment under repair zones. Before continuing on with our podcast, here's a word from one of our sponsors. If you've ever been to or worked in a warehouse, you know just how important safety is to both management and staff. It's almost impossible to go 10 steps without seeing safety tape, angles, signs, and or products. It's these items that show us how to be safe and avoid danger in the workplace. And if you're looking for the best products to make this happen, look no further than Mighty Line. Mighty Line floor signs and floor markings offer the best industrial products out there. Go to mightylinetape.com/safety tips to request a sample pack of their incredible safety signs and floor markings. What makes Mighty Line the superior choice in keeping your facility safe and productive? Mighty Line tape is the strongest floor tape on the market and has a beveled edge that increases durability for industrial brush scrubbers, forklifts, and heavy industrial wheel traffic. Mighty Line's peel and stick backing allows easy installation and removal. You can apply and reapply it during installation and it leaves no sticky residue should you need to remove it. This allows the ability to change workflow areas quickly and easily and not have the downtime that's associated with painting or using floor markings that leave behind a mess when you remove them. Mighty Line tape is 7 times thicker than the average safety floor tape. Mighty Line signs and markings come in a variety of shapes, colors, and sizes, and if we don't have what you're looking for in stock, there's a good chance we can customize it and allow you to find exactly what you're looking for. Mighty Line offers a limited 3-year warranty on their floor signs and markings. And last but certainly not least, Mighty Line's products are patented and proudly made in the USA. We're proud to have Mighty Line as the official floor sign and floor marking company for the Warehouse Safety Tips podcast and site. Again, go to mightylinetape.com/safety tips to request a sample pack of their incredible safety signs and floor markings. Now, back to the podcast. Continuing on with our colors, black signifies an area where there's finished goods. And not all colors related to safety have only one color. For instance, when you're talking about diagonal or chevron colors, these are going to have 2 colors, and examples of this are as follows. The colors yellow and black can signify extra caution areas with such things as pedestrian walkways or aisleways. And wrapping up our colors of the workplace, we have yellow and red. These colors signify safety equipment areas such as fire extinguishers, electrical panels, and/or AED machines. There are other solid and diagonal colors in the workplace, but these are the main ones you'll experience. If you visit warehousesafetytips.com, you'll find the show notes for this episode. In the show notes, we provided a color chart and links to where you can purchase the items shown or mentioned on this podcast. Thank you for listening to episode 2 of Warehouse Safety Tips, and have a safe day.